This guy doesn't have a good weapon yet, but that might change. And this guy's got okay stuff. He's mostly our seller, so... Okay, so his strength, I just started to accumulate experience to improve his attributes, so strength for the next couple points until I hit 16, because as I need 16 to use the Morning Star, so I'll probably get another character up to 16 strength, and that'll be likely the guy that's using the crossbow, because I'll show you in a moment. Alright, so we found this item, and this was a +5 item when I found it. So it's a Storm Heavy crossbow. Not a great crossbow bonus, but +5 weapon and it's storm damage. Yeah, that's pretty powerful, and I don't have to improve it. So that's a really good find. So I'll probably, well, I'll think about improving my strength score to 16 to use this weapon, but in all likelihood, because I got a couple of these scale armors now, I don't see a reason to not improve the strength score, because I really need to keep the clutter in the inn down to a minimum. I mean, I'm using up a couple of these slots for stuff that I find during like a daily run, and there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 items in there right now that are just items that I'm intending to sell anyway, so. And he's still using that Storm Scimitar. We're not changing that at all, ever. So he's improved his dexterity a little bit, and he'll go up 2 more points in dexterity, and then start building up to improve karma and all the other skills like the other characters have done. And my sorcerers are doing pretty well, so they're the characters right now at the moment that have used up a lot of experience as far as improving their applicable skills. Now, I did find out for ranged weapons that you're going to need basically a skill score of 200 to really be effective with them, because with this crossbow, even with 150, missing, and you have to load every time that you use a crossbow, which is a bit of a disadvantage. So just looking over things over here. Alright, so I'll probably just keep close combat at like about half of the bow skill. It's useful to some extent. I might improve it up to like 150 or so before I go into like the Gazras place. So I'll think it over. It's not critical, and it's probably better off for me to really rely on my priest when I get into that type of fight anyway. But that's a long way down the road, so I'm just looking over things here to see if there's anything of note. Don't believe so, but I'm erring on the side of caution. So, okay, so I don't think there's anything else here. And we already looked in the end, so, alright, as you can see, it is day, or at least game day 29. It's basically the end of the day, so, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be improving another defensive item with all the gold that I have accumulated from the fights of this particular day. And I will have that item up to +5. So I'm starting to run out of defensive items to improve. That's not exactly good because you want to have at least a good amount of items for all your characters. My goal is to have 4 defensive items for basically all the characters if I can. So 3 items that can be worn, and then 1 item as the substitute shield for my front line. And then for the 2 bow users, it'll be just another item that can be worn. So, and for the crossbow guy, the same thing, because he doesn't really need to use up a slot for shield. And as far as the last guy, I'll probably do the same thing, but eventually I'll probably put them in the back row once I get my priests up to 200 luck. So, alright, well, when I improve my defensive item, it will be actually with this day being done and the improvement, it will be game day 33. So that's another 7 days until my next update, but things are still going pretty well. I haven't touched any of the dungeons. I'm not planning to do so anytime soon. There's no rush to do so at the moment. So I will probably do the maybe before I do my first night fight. So I'll have to think about that, but my overall goal is to not do night fights until around game day 50. I might do a little bit later. It depends on how I feel about it. Especially if I find a really good ranged weapon. A bow or crossbow, even though that storm heavy crossbow is a nice item, it the skill bonus kind of sucks a little bit, but I will keep going, and I'll let you all know how things turn out on game day 40. But thanks for all the views so far, and once we get going on the dungeons, I'm sure things will get a little interesting. So we'll see how that turns out, and thanks so far for watching. I'll talk to you next update. Thanks a lot.